Yeah. Good morning, Danny. How are you?
Hey Mark, how are you? Doing good.
Doing great, man. Yeah, 6:41 a.m. here Pacific time. Yeah, we're looking at Apple, and right now I'm looking on the weekly chart, and you can see we hit if I can zoom in here,
Yep.
you can see we hit a, higher high or lower high, but it's Apple looks like it's trying to test maybe about the 260 level on the weekly. If I go to the daily, you can see it's kind of bouncing around these levels, so it can either break out or there's some lines in the sand of support that, it's either going to break out or it can maybe fail, come back down, test the 240 range, roughly 237, 240 before bouncing and going higher, right? So Apple can, come back down before it takes off. And then that would be consistent with it. You can see here where it tested, broke out, came back, and then it failed to break out and came down, retested. But now that it's broken through the second time, there's a very good chance it's either going to break out, retest, and then move forward. So, depending on which direction it goes, I mean, a covered call somewhere in this area, if you own 100 shares, right, doing a covered call somewhere in this area may be a good play if you want to hedge and hold your shares and make some money, collect some premium while it's maybe if it dips. And if it decides to break, how much further will it go? What are the options here? So if I go to the Apple and trade options, we'll just see what the opportunities are. So, if we do sell a call, assuming we have 100 shares, let's say we go out 31 days, a month, you can see here, a 270, the 0.28 delta, let's say 3.45. So if I'm looking for a 3.45 divided by 270, that's about a 1.3%.
Yep.
And if you get a little more aggressive to 265, that's a 0.37 delta. Typically just starting out baseline, we typically range of a zero point 0.2 to zero point 0.3 as a starting point. 265 is in terms of percent increase, 265, 265 minus 256 divided by 256.48. It's about a 3% rise. Can Apple rise 3% in a month? Yeah, I mean it can.
That's the question.
265 is right here. It's not that far, right? So, where is it? If I scroll down to the 4 hour, what does it look like? It's testing pretty hard on the higher end, but if it fails to do it, then it can come back and to 248. So a covered call, if we set it and it pulls back, then you make premium on the way down while
Right.
you're holding the shares. So on the 1 hour chart, what do we got? So in the 1 hour chart, we got some resistance here. So it looks like it's chopping here. Is it going to break through a million sell loaders here? A lot of pressure, a lot of selling pressure here, which makes sense. That's what we're looking at, right?
Right.
We're
Yeah.
seeing that selling pressure. It's here. So, you know, is this going to come back and go back to 255 before it bounces higher? And then on the 3 minute, just looking at where is it at now, it's kind of just chopping in the, I would say in the opening high, opening low is what it looks like. It's chopping within the box. So there's the box,
Right.
and we can see it's kind of chopping in there. So, yeah, if I want to be conservative just to get something going, um, maybe the 345 at at 270 unless if we went out a little further. I don't know. I think the 340,
0.28 delta.
so 1.3%, but it's conservative.
Right.
0.28, 0.29 delta. It's probably,
270 strike price.
yeah, 270.
Yeah, based
It's
on this, it's just showing there's not going to be much. There's
it's
not going
just
to
a
be much
trade to
movement.
start.
Yeah.
It's a trade to start. It's conservative.
Yep.
It protects the shares up to 270. You
Yep.
collect 300 and you collect some premium. It gets the ball rolling. We get the process started.
If it moves to 270 fast and we need to roll it, then we can consider that option, right? So,
Right. So if I go back to the 1 hour, it puts us here. So do you want to get that set up on?
yeah, let's do it.
What was the November 7th?
Yeah, so I think that Mark, that was a great analysis on Apple. Um, if you feel like you're good with that and you're confident with those numbers, we'll go ahead and we'll just get into the trade and we'll keep you guys posted on how this is looking moving forward.
Yeah, like I said, just a little recap, Danny. Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
Again, just to recap, here's what we're looking at. We're kind of just looking at it. We don't know which direction it's going. We can wait for confirmation. If it breaks out, we could wait for confirmation of a breakout, hold off, and then as the price moves up, we would move the strike price higher with it.
Yep.
Um, at this point, if it decides to come back, we'll cash in the premium on a reversal. We'll close it out, cash in the premium, and then ride it back up. Um, so yeah, at this time, I think the 270 conservative. It's an easy conservative play. And I think for 30 days, if Apple decides to break through the 270 before the 31 days, we'll consider closing the trade at hopefully a break even. And if not, we can roll it at a higher strike price and just continue to follow Apple and collect premiums and just watch it go up. Stock going up, you're going to make good money. Every dollar on 100 shares is $100. So even from here to right? From here to here, you can see is $10. So that's $1,000 plus
Wow.
300. So that's $1,300 that you would make in 31 days if it actually hit that strike price. So that'd
That'd
be
be
pretty
nice.
awesome.
Yep. Sounds
So
good.
no, that's cool, Danny. No, it's cool to look at that.
All right.
Appreciate your time and
Yeah, no, that was great. If you want to learn more, join the Discord. We've got some slots coming up. We're going to be doing some really cool stuff. So get in there. If you want to learn, you want to earn, be part of the Tech Hedge Pivot team. We're having a lot of fun. People are starting to make some money. People are learning.
oh yeah,
So
oh yeah, this is exciting. We're
get in
doing it.
there, click the button if you want to learn. And we make it super simple. A lot of people are out there teaching and educating, and it's complicated. It is complicated, but we make it as simple as possible. And
Yep.
we make it easy for everybody, and we make it easy to where you can get in and you can learn and earn as you go. So we're
All
excited
right.
about sharing.
Yeah. Yeah, the cool thing, there's different strategies, right? There's day trading, swing trading, investing, long-term buy and hold. We kind of found that with selling options a month out or longer, you're at a sweet spot where, as you can see, we're not having to sit there and watch every ticker and we can have conversation, we can step back, we can look at the trade, we can analyze it, We can take our time. We can go get a cup of coffee, come back. You know, it's not a rush. You don't have to be emotional about getting in and getting out.
That's right.
And you know, you could look at it more like a business decision. Being the seller of the option, you control the trade. You know, the buyer is the one that has to take, you know, has to figure, oh man, I guess this gonna work. But as the seller, we're sitting back and we control the you know, the price, the premiums. We determine what we want to, you know, what we want to sell for. So it's a different strategy. Each person has their own strategy and the ways that they like to make money in the stock market. And we just found that selling options provides you know, a consistent 1 to 2% return just on the premiums. That's not counting the stock price that increase in value that you get with the stock moving up. So
That's right.
yeah, thanks again, Danny. Appreciate
Mark. All right, guys. We'll see you soon. See you in the next one.
see you.